Look at that. Well, our last caller is going to get a Balls shirt, and I think Tanny, was it? Tanny's going to get a Balls shirt, and I think our next couple of callers are going to get some Balls shirts. But we're giving away tons of stuff today, by the way, like Thunderbird stuff and other stuff that I'm not even sure what we have. I mean, like stuff we usually give away in the Wired World Challenge. Kat, are you still with us?
I am still with you.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm playing games online for my segment later. Oof, so addicting.
Well, let's hit caller number 5, Kat.
Okay, I'm hitting the button now on the TechTV Netcam network. It's Giancarlo from Weston, Florida.
Giancarlo.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, and just by calling, we're going to be sending you a Fueled by Balls T-shirt.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, not a problem. This thing will keep you going. I wouldn't, like, drink it or, I mean, the shirt. You can drink the drink. Just don't drink the shirt.
All right, cool, thanks.
Oh, hey, there you are, Giancarlo. Oh, I can see. Oh, is that did you just get that workout machine there for Christmas?
Actually, with so many relatives over, I had to, like, move my computer to the gym, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's the best way, because then you could work out and, work online at the same time.
At least we're finally using this room, so.
All right, Giancarlo, what can we help you with today?
I'm thinking about upgrading my computer, and I know since it's after Christmas, they're probably going to return lots of stuff, and I mean, I always like having the best computer, even though I only use it at home. I don't really do anything fancy with it. But do you think there are any good deals out there that I could, take advantage of?
Oh, that's a great question. I know I've been saying that a lot, but we've had some really good questions today, especially, when you think about after Christmas sales or after holiday sales, depending on what people celebrate from where they're from. I think as far as most of the hardware is concerned, the industry right now is kind of in a rut. And so you're going to find a lot of good prices no matter where you go. Are you looking to upgrade any particular part of your machine?
Probably my monitor.
Okay.
A flat panel.
So you're looking to get an LCD screen?
Yes.
All right. Well, we were talking about that a little earlier. Someone was asking the differences between a CRT and an LCD, and I had recommended Samsung, and the reason why is because I actually have one. This is when I did my research. I don't need that. It was asking me to install a language pack there, but I speak English, and that's all I need to read is English. I've been using the Samsung monitor for about a little less than a year now. It's an 18-inch LCD, so it gives me about as much space as a 19-inch monitor. I don't think LCDs are going to get necessarily like way, way, way cheaper. I think probably in the next coming years you're going to see a convergence in prices so that CRTs, they're probably not going to, pardon me, they're probably not going to dip lower. LCDs may start coming down, but not like by leaps and bounds. The technology is getting more and more prevalent. A lot more people are getting LCDs or thinking about getting LCDs, but in terms of like any big new technology that's coming out, I don't think it's going to be anything so steep that you would have to wait. As far as a screen goes, just go with how much you can afford. I don't think waiting a few months is going to, it may save you maybe at most $100 this next year. Probably within the next couple of years, you're going to see CRTs or traditional big monitors getting phased out in favor for LCDs. But I would see no reason why you'd want to wait. Just make sure you get a good quality one. I mean, you want to make sure you've got a screen that you like, that looks clean, that's been used by people, graphics professionals, or even gamers, depending on what you do. What do you use your computer for, Giancarlo?
I really don't know.
Oh, okay.
But
go with an
time on
LCD.
it.
There you go. Go with an LCD. If you don't really know what you want to do, pardon me, go with an LCD. It's going to take up less space on your desktop. For the most part, I believe, in my opinion, I like my LCD because the image seems to be cleaner for me. The CRT I didn't like. I mean, it worked, but there's always fuzziness issues with text. And when it came to text, I found that my digital connection with my LCD was so much better. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah, Giancarlo, good luck with those upgrades. I know we'll have a few recommendations posted to our website. If you're looking to get a new laptop, if that was the case, I would say wait another maybe year or so. Wait till Intel releases their Banias processor, which is basically built from the ground up for mobile processing. But that wasn't your question. But I still wanted to fit that little bit of information in there for everybody who did have a question about upgrading a laptop. Now, Kat, we ready to take caller number 6?
Yeah, we are. Now there's 80 people that have told us what they're getting for Christmas. So keep looking at what's on today's show on the message boards. All right. I'm hitting the button. On to number 6. On the phone right now, it's Meryl from Toronto, Canada.
Meryl?
Yeah, hi.
Hello. Congratulations. Just by calling, you will also be given a Balls T-shirt. You didn't get one already, did you?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either. In my stocking. I didn't get anything in my stocking. I got a lump of coal. I think someone was trying to tell me something.
Bad.
Okay, Meryl, what can we help you with today?
Okay, I'd like to know I want to take everything off my Outlook Express and put it on a CD, everything, like the emails and address book and everything. I want to know how to do it.
All right, that's a good question. Let's see if we can show you how. I'm using Internet Explorer right now to launch Outlook Express, if that's my default email client, and it usually is. There's a little icon. I don't know if people have noticed this before. Oh, it's signing me into AOL. I don't know why. There's a little icon in Internet Explorer that allows me to launch Outlook Express. So I just went to Read Mail, and that's what launched OE, also known as Outlook Express. You can go to File. You can go to Export Messages, and this will export messages from Outlook Express to Microsoft Outlook or Microsoft Exchange. This is going to export them in a different type of format. This is a roundabout way of exporting those particular messages. This is just one way of doing it. I know there are programs out there that can help you back up Outlook Express, and I can't think of it offhand. It's a name for a girl, and I can't remember the name of it offhand. I'm going to have to look for you. Sally? Oh. We got a line producer in the back, Dan Mitchell, who just said Sally. I says, is that it? He says, no, I just made that up. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that, putting me on the spot like that. God, what is it? I can't remember. Anyway, what you're looking for, if you just want to do an all-out copy, you can do a search for all star.dbx files. Now, what I did here is I tapped F3. Now, what computer, Merrill, what kind of operating system are you on?
Millennium.
Oh, Millennium Edition, okay. F3 will work just fine. XP looks a little different. So we're going to look in the C drive. We're going to look everywhere on our local hard drives. We'll just go both. We'll press search, and hopefully within a few seconds, it'll pop up all of the DBX files. These are where our messages are stored. And you notice right here, we've already got them. We've found inbox.dbx. Every folder is going to have a separate DBX file. We would take these, and then, ooh, look, we've got a ton of them. Holy cow. Let me maximize this window to show you guys. There's so many of them.
Well, what I mainly want to do is get all my Call for Help emails and screensavers. I want to save all those because there's a lot of good links there.
Definitely. This is the way you'll do it. The folder name is going to be the DBX name. And what you would do with these files is you would copy them using your CD burning program, whatever you use, Nero, Roxio, doesn't matter.
I got CD, Roxio.
Yeah, Easy CD Creator.
Yeah.
It's easy. Yeah. That's why they named it Easy.
Yeah.
You would take them, copy them to the CDR, these DBX files, and then when you get your new machine, whatever machine you want to put them on, when you install Outlook Express, it will have these like folders. Like let's pretend I'm on my new machine. You launch Outlook Express for the first time, it'll create new DBX files. Yeah. What you can do is once you do a search for them on your new hard drive, and again, this may be kind of technical, but don't worry, we're going to be detailing the instructions for you. This is kind of a neat feature. When you search for a file, you could right-click on it, and you can do this in Millennium Edition too, and choose Open Containing Folder. And what that'll do is it'll open the folder wherein the file is contained. And then what you can do is you can copy those files from the CDR into that particular folder, launch Outlook Express again, and it should recognize the folder straight up. And I'll see if I can find a program for you that does an easier job. Because, again, I know there's a program out there that'll do it. I'm just going to need a little more time to research it for you, Merrill.
Well, thank you very much, Chris.
Not a problem.
Everything I know, I've learned from your program.
Good. Well, we're glad to help, and we're glad to have you here. You're caller number 6.
Okay, Chris, have a nice day.
You too. Caller 6 is a good call. I want to hit 100. I really do. So everyone, please keep calling 888-989-7879. We'll try to get you through. Now, coming up next, you've got that new PC of yours all hooked up and running. And now it's time for Phase 2, transferring the data from your old PC onto the new one. It may even help Merrill, too. We'll walk you through it when Call for Help continues, or the Help-A-Thon. I guess it's Call for Help-A-Thon. It's bigger. Welcome back. Now, did you get a new PC for the holidays? We did. This is the one that fell on the ground, and it seems to be working okay. Now it's time to get our data from, and programs, the programs and the documents from our old machine. Ew, it's all greasy and grimy and everything, to the new one. It's real easy to do as long as you've got the right software. We were just talking to someone asking how you can transfer emails from Outlook Express from one machine to another. And I didn't even think about talking about this program, which we're going to talk about now, Aloha Bob's PC Relocator. It's easy. Now you can choose which programs, files, and settings to move to your new PC. And believe me, it is easy. Now, short of reinstalling scores of programs and transferring everything by CD or cable, let this particular program, do it for you automatically. And the cool thing is you can even move from one operating system to another. It's that smart. It's very, very nice. It's very convenient. So we've got our new machine and our old machine. They happen to be connected together by our parallel cable, the one I was holding up earlier. And you can see the parallel cable in the back. It's a nice, thick one that's kind of long. Hey, Matt.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey.
What are you doing? Sorry, I always get nervous when people start plugging things in. It's okay. We got Matt here. Matt's back. He's usually, what do we call you? Do you have a product wrangler?
Whatever, I guess.
Whatever, I guess. That's his official name. All right, so what we're doing here is we're just connecting the video so you'll be able to see what I'm doing on screen in just a few seconds. So we've got the program, Aloha Bob's PC Relocator, running on both machines. We've got a target machine, our new machine, and we've got our source machine, the thing that's got all our programs and all of our data sitting right on it. So the neat thing about Aloha Bob's PC Relocator is that it'll step you through everything. Everything. So right now on my screen, I've got a wizard, and a wizard is nothing more than what we call a program that steps you through each step of the way. It asks me, hey, have you run ScanDisk? Have you made sure that everything on your hard drive is okay? Have you run an antivirus scan to make sure you've got no viruses? Because you don't want to be transferring junk from the old machine to the new one. It's asking me if I've shut off all the power management features of the PC, because the last thing I want to happen is have this thing go into suspension and cut it off in the middle of it, and then I've all of a sudden aborted the procedure. Have I restarted my PC to make sure I've got everything clean? And then the last thing it asks, he just unplugged the video for a second there, folks. It asks if I've closed all the running programs. So it's got this nice wizard, and we'll have it up for you guys in just a second. Oh, there we go. That's what I was looking at. See, I'm not making this stuff up. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. We're going to press next, and now it's asking us, what is this? Well, this is the old PC, so this is our source PC. So we select that, because that's what we're going to be moving programs and data from. Now, what do we have? What do we want to do? We've got another connected PC, so we've got it by parallel, or it says we could use a USB, or it says TCP/IP network. That's just nothing more than like a network cable. We're using parallel. So we press next. Now what it's looking at is all of the files and settings on this particular computer. Now while it's working on that, I'm going to move over to my target PC. And again, it asks me the same thing. It's got the same wizard. It says, hey, have you run ScanDisk, done a virus scan, shut off hibernation features, yada, yada, yada. Just yada, yada, yeah. I didn't mean to. So now it's asking what I am over here. I'm going to say I'm a target PC on this one. And what do I have? I have another connected PC. I press next. Now it asks me to enter in a serial number. And I don't know, Matt, if we have that serial number laying around, if it's in the box. Let's check. Usually they put the serial numbers on
I got a CD sleeve, dude.
Yeah, CD sleeve. Oh, there we go. You want to enter that in for me, Matt?
Yeah, I can.
I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
And Kat, hello.
What's going on?
So we're just moving data and settings from one machine to another, and we need to enter in a serial. You might want to press, there you go. Just want to make sure you got it okay. See where, oh, it's still scanning over here. Must be a lot of junk on this machine. So, is this your new computer?
Uh-huh.
Who's keeping this one?
Me.
You?
I want it.
You know that one fell?
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm surprised. You could have heard a pin drop. Maddie dropped it, too.
Keeps on ticking, huh?
But that, it kind of goes to show you how strong the PC is. And by the way, if that happens, Matt, did you open this up to make sure all the cables were connected okay?
Nope.
Okay, that's something you might want to be aware of. Sometimes the cables can go loose. All right, so now we've got everything connected here.
All right.
It's asking us, how are the PCs connected? Mm-hmm. Were you listening before? You know how it's connected? How?
No, I wasn't listening.
Called her on it. We're connected by a parallel port or a printer port.
They make it really easy, huh?
Totally. So it says, how are the two PCs connected? That's how they're connected. We press next. Now it's retrieving information about the target PC. Mm-hmm. Select the items to be migrated. Everything that's good. It's like birds. They fly south for the winter.
Oh,
computers.
They all stick together,
Want to see it fly south again?
No.
So now we select the items, applications, user profiles, Windows settings and preferences, documents and other files. That's how they make it nice and easy. Well, we can take everything. Next, pick and choose. So do we want to have it automatically choose everything?
Yes.
Yeah, just make it automatic.
Always.
Yeah.
Unless
so it's
you really know what you're doing.
Yeah, I would say stick with the automatic thing for sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to walk out of frame there.
It's okay.
All right, so now we're over here. It looks like we're fine. Connectivity, it says it's synchronized. PC Relocator has successfully started the source PC. Requests from the target PC can be monitored now. So let's just leave this setting.
Okay.
So it's going to be passing. It's going to be doing passing.
It is working.
It's working. And what's going to happen is it says, hey, are you ready to transfer? And when it's done, it'll start transferring. You just leave it sitting there.
And it just does it all on its own?
And it does it all on its own.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really nice because this one, I believe the source PC is running Windows 98 and the new PC is running Windows XP. I've never really heard of an issue with this particular program.
Why do they call it Aloha Bob?
It's just the name of the company.
I love that name. Aloha Bob.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You like that name? We'll have to find out, I guess. But by the way, the operating system, the target PC has to be a newer operating system than the one. You can't transfer to an older one.
It doesn't work.
Not like you'd want to do that, though.
Right,
you'd want to go from old to new. This might take care of you, Meryl, by the way. So you might even think about picking this up. It's a little easier than doing it the way I showed you, even though the way I showed you was free.
Did you see my slippers?
Yes, I did. Where are the bunnies?
They are my slippers. No bunnies.
Do you wear these pajamas, really?
Do you like them? Can you smell my new perfume I got for Christmas?
I wasn't going to say anything.
You like it?
Smells nice. It does. It smells nice.
Chris.
Thank you, Kat. If you want to know more about Aloha Bob, ready? Aloha
Bob.
Head to our website. Our address is techtv.com/call4maui.
You think he dances like that?
Probably. That's
In his
probably that guy's name. Do you dance like that in your pajamas?
Yeah, right now. Aloha Bob.
Once shot a cat in my pajamas. How she got there, I'll never know. Coming up, more of your live calls are on the way, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Bye. Aloha.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. Our web team is hard at work making sure we have everything right here at techtv.com/call-for-help. Right here, this nice, big, juicy logo. Mouth-watering. Call for Help-A-Thon. Go ahead, click that big graphic. You'll be whisked away to the page where you're going to be able to find out how to get a hold of us, how to support me, and look, we're even going to have each particular hour detailed for you, including our hour number 2, where we are right now, transferring PC data and optimizing your CD-ROM. And you can get to it at our website, techtv.com/call-for-help. So welcome back to the Call for Help-A-Thon. We're answering your questions until 4 a.m. Eastern or until I collapse, whichever comes first. So if you need help setting up anything or you have any kind of question whatsoever, then give us a call, 888-989-7879. And by the way, I went Meryl's question about backing up Outlook Express. I went over to webattack.com, did a search for Outlook Express backup, and look, I found at least 3 or 4 programs that'll help him do that. I'm surprised I didn't even think of that before. All right, Kat, let's hit caller number 7, lucky 7.
Okay, we're going to hit 7, but first, there's 123 people now responded to my message board about what did you get for Christmas, and this guy says he got a t-shirt that reads, the box says requires Windows 98 or better, so I installed Linux. All right, number 7 on the, let's see who's on the phone.
You can't see who's on the phone.
It's Lorraine from Manawa, Wisconsin.
I don't know. How can you see if someone's on the phone? Can you look in there? Is it a video phone?
I can see because the little screen on top of the little TV tells me.
Gotcha. Lorraine.
Yes.
Hello.
Hiya, Chris.
How are you today?
Excellent. Thank you for taking my call.
Not a problem.
Okay, I got a problem. I want to buy a digital camera for shooting birds and a reasonable priced one. I'm looking at 10x optical with only 3-point digital versus 8-point optical with 5-point megapixel.
Okay. Who makes that camera that you're looking at?
The one is the Olympus 730. The other one is the Nikon 5700.
Okay.
Which is going to give me a better picture, a clearer picture of those birds.
Oh, sure. I don't know anything about those particular cameras, but if you're asking the differences, you're talking about a couple of things.
Yes.
You're talking about an optical zoom.
Yes.
And megapixel. If you're talking about shooting birds from a distance, the zoom is probably going to be more important for you because you're going to want to get as close as you can to the action without getting on top of it. And that's something that I learned when I went to get a digital video camera. I've got one that has a very high optical zoom. And there's a difference between optical and digital zoom. The optical zoom is actually optics. It's actually hardware that can zoom in. So the picture is as clear as it would be if you weren't using zoom. whereas digital zoom is kind of like an interpolation. So if you think of like a digital zoom, like let's say that my screen up here was the picture, a digital zoom would just take a portion of it. So if the camera got me just standing in front of the screen, I'll show you. A digital zoom would just be like pretending like this bit of the screen was the picture. That's a digital zoom. So it comes out usually pixelated and not looking as good. So you're smart to ignore the digital zoom part of it. The optical zoom is going to be stronger if you're looking at shooting birds from a distance. I would say I would go for that more than megapixel, personally.
Even the megapixel, the 5 megapixel versus the 3 megapixel?
Well, have you done something? Actually, let me take you to a website here. Imaging Resource, if I can spell it right, .com. It's imaging-resource.com. They've got this thing called the comparator. I can't remember how you pronounce it. Oh, it's got to install Macromedia Flash. I'll ignore that for a second. What I would do is actually compare the pictures side by side through this website from those two different cameras.
Yes.
Because just because one's 5 megapixels doesn't mean it's got a better image. You may like the 3 megapixel better. You may like the way the colors look out of the box. But me personally, if I knew that most of my stuff would be taken from a distance, I would go for more zoom than I would megapixels. If you want to do more printing, if you're worried more about printing than you are about zooming, then I would recommend more megapixels. But for you, I'd say go for the zoom.
Thank you. That's what my son's been saying too.
Can I be your son? Will you adopt me?
Anytime, Chris.
All right. Thanks for the call.
Thank you
really
very much.
Solid question. See, I went with the Canon. Maybe I'll have a chance to share this a little later in the show. But thank you, caller number 7 there. And who was it again?
That was Lorraine.
Lorraine. Sorry. Got a lot of names going up here. Caller number 7 will be sending you another Balls T-shirt.
Look at this thing they put in front of me. It freaks me out.
Who's in there?
I don't know, but it scares me.
Got like
it
an
just
Oompa
moves
Loompa in
on
there.
its own.
All right.
Now it's not moving.
You got to talk to it, Kat.
Move!
Talk to the hat.
Move!
Coming up next, we've got another one of your favorite, or our favorite, free files of the year. Your CD drive. Would be happy with it, trust me. Sounds crazy, but it's actually incredibly useful, and you'll learn about it in just a second. But first, here's Kat with a quick tip.
Ooh, I don't like that.
To copy content from one floppy disk onto another, put the disk to be copied into the floppy drive. Click My Computer, right-click the A drive, select Copy Disk. In the pop-up menu, pick Drive A to Drive A. Click Start. Now follow the prompts to easily copy your disk.
Okay, you got a new tech gadget. Now learn how to use it. You're watching TechTV's Call For Help-A-Thon.
Howdy, folks. If you use your CD-ROM drive to listen to your MP3s or watch DVDs, well, you need a DVD drive for that one specifically. You're probably going to need this free file. The CD-ROM tool lets you slow down your super-fast CD-ROM. Why? Well, because a slower spin rate could increase the audio and picture quality. In theory. But of course, the newer drives, it's actually been said that the faster they go, some of them can even shatter the CD, they spin so fast. So you might want to think about slowing it down for certain CDs that you don't want to have spin so fast. You don't want to have any errors. You don't want to have any chances of that CD shattering out of the drive. And believe me, it has happened. Here is the tool. You've got a handful of tabs. Now, so if I go over to the main tab, I can set the actual speed of the drive, or I can press Detect Speeds for this particular drive that I have selected. So it looks at it and says, what's the maximum speed it can do? It says 20 speed, so I can only set it at 20 speed. I can set it to spin down after a certain amount of time. So I can even set it to spin down automatically, well, pretty close to it at 125 milliseconds. Or if I want to keep it running for a longer time, which is going to be louder and run that fan a little longer, I can set it to 32 minutes. Of course, that again, you want to set if you wanted to have, if you were playing a game or you were always using the CD-ROM, you always wanted to have it going so it wasn't spinning down and then starting up. You could also create different shortcuts for different CDs and automate it in the Advanced tab with each CD name. You can name it differently, so you can have one CD set to spin at 20 speed you can name profiles, essentially. This will allow you to set the customized speed for your CD. So instead of going at a max of 48 speed, you can set it at 20. vice versa. It's a really neat tool. It's a very good tweaker. Again, it's a CD-ROM tool. It's a free file for this particular hour, and we've got the link for you guys on our website already, techtv.com/call-for-help. And it is the Call For Help-A-Thon. So, Kat, do we have another caller?
Yeah, that free file just kind of confused me.
I'm sorry.
You need to teach me that a little better.
It's just, it allows you to customize your CD speed.
Okay.
That's bottom
Does it
line.
still play the same?
Oh,
the songs don't sound a
it should
slower.
play the same. I've never heard songs go really awry playing it faster or slower.
That'd be funny.
It could happen.
Okay, let's take a call. Oh, I gotta hit the button. My favorite part. Number 8 on the phone. It's Alex from Manhattan, New York, and he's got a question about XP.
Ah, Alex.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I would like to know how to get rid of the Windows XP logon when you start the computer.
It's a good question. Give me a second, Alex. I'm having some issues here with my mouse. You seen this happen on the show before?
No.
You haven't. All right, that's okay. It doesn't happen that often, but every once in a while, when we flip machines, we use a program. When I hit print screen, we use a program that allows us to flip between machines virtually. And sometimes when I flip to XP, the mouse gets all wonky. But now it's fine. Everything's cool. You want to get rid of the XP logon? The easiest way that I know how to do that is to kind of circumvent it. Have you heard of a tool called Tweak UI?
No.
Okay. It's a free tool available from Microsoft, and they make a version that's specific to Windows XP. I've got it installed here. I just go into the Start menu, Programs, Power Toys for Windows XP. I select that icon, and this is a tweaker, or it allows me to customize my Windows experience. And you're having an issue where, how many people are using that computer right now?
Well, we only need one. We just want to get rid of that logon.
Sure. They've got a feature in here, in Tweak UI, that allows you to log on automatically at system startup. This is what you want to use. You enter in your username here. Don't worry about domain. That's only something that's really set up for people who are like us. We have a network of machines here, a corporate network. So you can ignore that part of it. And it's going to ask you to set the password if you have a password set up. If not, don't worry about it. But as long as you've got the check mark in here, your username, it will automatically log you on. This will do it for you. Tweak UI, it's absolutely free, and I'm sure we'll be talking about it later on in the show because this can take care of a lot of issues for people that are out there. This is the easiest way that I know how to circumvent that particular logon screen within Windows. Now, up next, by the way, thanks for the call. You get a Balls t-shirt. I think we have more of them, don't we?
Last one.
Oh, the last one. Well, there you go, Alex. Congratulations. Now, up next, Kat's found a new online diversion that's sure to become an addiction. Those games she was playing. You can play all over the net with people from all over the world. Stick around. We'll be right back. Read.
You read.
Oh, fine.
You read.
I just learned that Scott Adams is on the phone. You know, the Dilbert guy. He's on the phone.
Oh, yay.
You guys are surprising the heck out of me. Just because you answered a few of Regis Philbin's multiple choice questions doesn't mean you can beat Maud from North Dakota or Vlad from Kiev at gin and chess. Or can you? Kat's found a place where you can play games online against people from all over the world. How's the balls?
That's some good balls. All right, Chris, check out my game. Super Collapse. This game is probably the most addicting game I've ever played on the internet. What you do is you just click threes, or if there's more than 3 of one color, you click it and then it collapses.
Oh, yeah.
You can start on harder levels.
I love this game.
Dude, this game is so addicting. I could just sit here and play it and play it and play it. It doesn't, I don't know, does it look as fun as it actually
is? It is. Oh, dude, seriously, you will waste hours of your life on this game.
Well, you have to buy it. Okay, and then if you get a bomb, it gets rid of all the colors. Okay, so I'm going to pause it right now, and I'm going to show you where I got this game. I got it from Yahoo Games. Mm-hmm. And this is the free trial. And it's only a 15-day free trial, and you're going to be jonesing to buy it after this. But you go to Yahoo Games, and you're going to find all kinds of games, and this is how. This is where I'm going to send you. Off of games.yahoo.com is where you want to go. And, of course, they have Super Collapse 2. Have you played that?
No.
Ooh, you got to check that out. But what you can do, which I find fascinating, is you can play people all over the world at the following games here. You see card games, arcade games, world games, board games. I mean, you can play bingo and backgammon, and what you do is you look at the number of how many people are here. On the right-hand side, it'll tell you how many people are in a game at a time. And then you select the game that you want to play. I'm going to play blackjack, and it takes you to a room like this. Now, this shows me that I have all of these games that I can join. See where it says join? And it's also pretty cool because what you can do is you can chat with people down here. So you can like make some friends and then say, hey, do you want to play some blackjack? And I just think this is cool because it's not just playing against a computer. It's actually playing against someone that's sitting in something in some store in the middle of Iowa or some library. Anything you want. So then once you select a game that you actually want to play, you go to something like a game room like this, and you go ahead and place your bets.
Do they know who you are?
Well, I was talking to them about how we're going to be on Tech TV. Where'd she go? See, they're wondering, hi, we're on TV.
They think you're nuts.
Oops. Yeah, they're like, she's nuts.
Really?
No, but they're like, okay. So then what you do is you go ahead and you play, and you can play all day long. It's very addicting because you actually feel like you're playing with people. What should I do here, Chris?
Stay.
Okay, stay. Where's my stay? Stand.
Hold.
Let's see if we win. Yay, win!
Told you.
$57.
There you go.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's pretty cool. And if you want to check out all the different types of games that they have, just go to games.yahoo.com, and you can waste all your day playing games against people all around the world. Maybe you'll even meet someone that you're particularly interested in. That's always fun.
I'm interested in Scott Adams. I didn't know he was going to call.
Yeah, he's coming up next.
Cool. Really?
Yes. All right. So if you want to check out these games, you'll find all the details on our website. The address is techtv.com/callforhelp. Send me emails, cat@techtv.com. I'll see if I can answer them today during the show.
I'm curious.
I'm going to go change into my first outfit now. Time to get out of the pajamas.
Ooh, that's actually not too bad.
Some good balls?
Yeah, it's actually really good. I don't drink soda, but that is actually really good.
It's blue balls.
Up next, we'll check our email on the message boards and find out what you guys are saying as hour number 2 of the Call for Help-A-Thon comes winding down. You're killing me.